Hello everyone, my name is Sparky from Sparky Wood Gaming, and welcome to Sparky's Guide to Minecraft. So in the first episode, there was a couple things that happened. We got a bed, got some craft table, got some tools. We're kind of lacking on tools. We only have a stone pickaxe, we have wooden tools. Thankfully, we have a shield, which is good. Good start. But we're kind of lacking on food. And today, we are actually going to be talking about farms. So, there's a couple ways that you can do this. And a little B. First, one thing that you could do is having plants. So I do have some seeds in here. So I have beetroot seeds, I have wheat seeds, and I have melon seeds. I'm gonna put these flowers away. I don't know why I have these melons. And I am going to craft. Actually, I'm gonna have to chop down a tree first. Alright, so I got some more wood. And what I was going to say is I want to make a hoe, because that is what you need to make crops. And thankfully, we have 3 iron. You need exactly 3 iron to make a bucket. And I know earlier we did find there was some water that was around the area, and I'm gonna have to see. Okay, I guess not. So let's go find water. There's some lava, which you can pick up with a bucket, but we don't need. Actually, now the sun is setting. Alright, let's go get some water so we can hydrate our crops. And we're not going to be worrying about that zombie. Alright, so I do have a bucket of water, and I'm gonna have to find a spot where I want to make this, because I'm not really sure where I want to make this, but I do want to make it on some flat area, because there are some flat spots, like right here. This would kind of be nice, but I mean, there's lava right there. I guess right here would, yeah, probably right here. Maybe we won't need the sword, but there are a couple things that you can do. Like I said, you're gonna get seeds, which is what I'll show you right now with plants. So when you're starting out with doing any kind of crop farm, what I recommend doing is getting either a 2x2, or since I only have one, I'm gonna need another water source. I guess I didn't think about that. So you can either do it like this, or you can do a 2x2. Let's go get that other water source, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I did get that other bucket, other water source. So what I can do now is with our crop farm, let's just clear the area. Alright, so since we have our infinite water source, we are going to, okay, not there. But if you pick it up in the middle, then you'll get another water source. Because when two water sources go together, then they create an infinite water source like this. Or you can do a 2x2 like I mentioned, but this is just a little bit easier and there's less blocks. So what I'm gonna do is I got my bucket. I do need a little bit of food, and I don't have any more meat that I can use, and there is a seed over here that I guess I didn't pick up. So I cleared a little bit of space, and what you can do now with crop farm, I'm just gonna place it down right here, and you know, I'll make this look pretty eventually, not right now. But what you can do now is this is gonna hydrate the land around it. So if I right click with a hoe, it's gonna turn the grass into farmland, and this can go out 4 blocks in each direction. So what you can have is, if I just fill this in all the way. All right, so we have the 9x9 area, and those zombies are gonna get really annoying. Oh, there's a zombie right there. That's, you know what, okay, well, I was gonna say let the sun take care of it, and that did. So with crop fields, to make the crops grow faster like we need, oh my goodness, we're gonna have to make a guardrail or something over here, because I'm gonna fall down at some point. So to make crops grow faster, you need to alternate. So melons are different, and I am going to plant a little bit of beetroot, and we'll talk about the melons a little bit later. But as of right now, I am going to alternate wheat and beetroot. So I am going to leave a space right here for beetroot. Okay, I guess that's all I have for crops right now. So alternating the crops makes the crops grow the fastest. Another way that makes the crops grow faster is bone meal. And so we got some bones from the mob spawner last episode. And what you can do is you can create something called bone meal. So go in the crafting recipe or in the inventory and put the 1 bone in this 2x2 crafting interface. You get 3 bone meal per bone. So I'm going to convert all of this into bone meal. And what this does is you right click on it. It makes the crops grow up faster. Sometimes it takes 1, sometimes it takes 2. And what you can do is just make your crops grow way faster. And that didn't grow up the beetroot completely, but as you can see now, we have way more seeds for the wheat. And in Java Edition, at least, they're called wheat seeds, but in Bedrock, as far as I'm aware, they're still called just seeds. Anyway, I'm going to be mainly talking about Java for this guide. So now we have some wheat, and we don't have any beetroot just yet. But what I can do with this wheat, since I have 9, I can actually make bread. So for bread, you need 3 wheat, just like this. And now I have some food. So I can keep going. And there's another thing that I can also use. I don't know if I have. I'm gonna have to make some more planks. But I go make this. I actually didn't need to do that. Or maybe I did. So you need 7. I guess I only need 12. But you need 7 slabs just like this. Any kind of wood. It doesn't necessarily have to be spruce. Make a composter. And we will worry about the spruce saplings later. I'm going to put this wood back in here. And what I can do is I can actually use the seeds that I have, I don't have any more. Oh, I mean, melon seeds I'm not going to compost. But what I can do is I'll just put this right here. And I did pick up some flowers. There's a lot of flowers here. So this is be good for the bone meal for right now. So I have 25 of these flowers. And if I continue to right click, it actually can actually compost these flowers and get some bone meal. All those flowers that I have, I got 2 bone meal, which isn't a lot. But what I can do, probably do this. What I can do with all these flowers and stuff is I can bone meal all these. I mean, I should probably keep some flowers because I'm eventually gonna want to have dyes when we go over that, because banners and you know, stuff with wool. When we talk about that, we probably won't talk about until the next episode when we talk about Animal Farm, because that's something we're going to be talking about. So I am going to get all these flowers, save some flowers, and then get some more bone meal, tend to the crops, and then I'll give you an update. Alright, so everything is planted. The whole thing is full. And as you can see, yeah, there's a lot of flowers that are gone. And there was probably close to 5 or 6 stacks of flowers. And it was actually close to a stack. Maybe like 45, 50 pieces of bone meal. And yeah, as you can see, the wheat is going. I actually got some bread, so we're doing better on food right now. The other thing that I am gonna talk about today, since we have it, is when we're talking about melons. You know, I do have some seeds up here. I got some more wheat, and I got some extra bone meal. I'm gonna take some of this bone meal and take some of these seeds, because maybe that'll help get me some bone meal. Basically what you want to do for melons is, again, you want to get a water source. Let me get a water source, and I am going to place it over here. Actually, yeah, we're gonna place it over here. And I kind of don't like how there's a dip over there, so maybe right here. Instead of being indecisive, we're gonna actually just do it. So what you want to do with melons and pumpkins, we don't have pumpkins yet, but it's the same concept. You want to put them in a checkerboard pattern, and I should probably simulate that so you understand what I mean. So as you can see, something like this is how you want to have your pumpkins and melons. They grow the fastest like this, and these stalks grow up as fast as possible, as fast as possible in the entire game. And it picks some spots So yeah, there's a spot right here, a spot right here, a spot right here, and a spot right here. So there's a couple options for the actual plant to grow. And melons are important because they are something that you can use in early villager trading, which you have a village nearby. I think I mentioned that it's somewhere in that direction. And farmer villagers are going to be, there's a trade for a farmer village where it's like 4 melons or an emerald. An event, I mean, you can get it down to 1 melon per emerald, but we'll talk about that later. Let's compost some of these seeds, and yes, I know you're probably thinking, well, why are you doing that? And the reason is, I'm already going to get a bunch of seeds from those wheat, so hopefully this makes us grow. And I believe if I hit the F3 screen, I know there's a lot of information, and maybe 8, 7. Okay, so it is grown up all the way. If you want to find that, so I have the F3 screen up, which is something that's only on Java. But if you're on the right hand side under targeted block, it says melon stem age 7. So that's how you know that it's fully grown. On Java Edition or on Bedrock Edition, it's a little bit different. You kind of just have to see that it's grown up, and if you have extra bone meal and you're bone mealing it, and you don't use any more bone meal, then obviously it's fully grown. But that's how you know that it is fully grown on Java Edition. I didn't know that. I mean, I should, but I didn't know that if it was all the way grown or not, because I didn't have any extra bone meal. And F3 screen is good for that, to help you with that. So I don't think that these beetroot seeds are gonna, I'm not gonna get any more bone meal from that. Let me just harvest this again, and then see if we can get any more melons, possibly. And then I think that's probably gonna do it for today. Next episode, we're gonna be doing animal farms and possibly villager trading. I don't know yet. Okay, see there, the melon did grow. So I guess I'll probably go over and talk about melons a little bit more while I am harvesting the crops. So for melons, they drop melon slices if you just harvest it with your hand. Otherwise, if you have a fortune tool, it will give you more. And that's not, or I don't actually know. I think that's incorrect. Fortune tools do not work on melons. But if you silk touch it, then you'll get the melon itself. And that is an enchantment that you get from the enchantment table, and we'll talk about that once we build our XP farm, which is just over in that direction, or the dungeon. Once we create the XP farm, we can talk about enchantment. But so if I had, I'm just gonna harvest this melon with my hand, so just to show you. So you get 6. I mean, it varies how much you get, but then you need 9 melon slices to make a full melon block. So that's why it's a little bit better to have a silk touch tool if you're doing it manually. Now, if you're doing it automatically, then it depends how efficient your farm is. But if you're doing it automatically, then you should be fine. I mean, the pistons that break the melons are gonna drop the melon slices anyway, so you don't really have to worry about that. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. And then have a good day. Have a good one. All right. Bye.